What's up, comic and pop culture fans? Yes, this is super weird and random. It's a Wednesday. We're probably only going to go for half an hour, maybe 40 minutes. So thanks for tuning in, hanging out with me. We got a couple of the usual knuckleheads here. What's up, Pastor Mike M. Skills? We got Jeff Stanley ready and waiting. I got an interesting collection in. And I wanted to do a special claim sale. We're literally just selling not even a full short box tonight. It's possible it all goes in like 25 minutes. Um, I just wanted to get this stuff going because I've got a pretty big purchase tomorrow and it just couldn't quite wait till Sunday. So Sunday's show is still very much still a go, but I wanted to make this a little special thing. Now, one thing that makes this a little bit better for you guys is I will let you know, since this is such a short show, I think it's unlikely that people are going to get gigantic piles. So we're going all the way up to 33% off. If someone gets 33 claims, you will get 33% off as our max. That is right. That is a third of your order chopped in the bin. That's what it costs. So we're doing some real sick deals tonight. It's all Bronze Age horror. I don't think there's a speck of DC. Let's get into it. Backstory: I just got a collection of some awesome high-grade Marble Age bronze, and I tried to make it extra affordable. I think I did a good job with that. So without further ado, let's get it going. For newcomers, basically how payment works: you claim what's on the wall, I grab it, I pop it in your pile, and that's about it. I send you an invoice after the show, and that's it. So there are going to be comics as low as just $5. For instance, Bronze Age, Where Monsters Dwell. Let's do a nice, easy. Did I get yesterday's claims out? I'm keeping a couple people's piles for Sunday. I think yours is one of the ones that did not ship yet. So you could add to it. Where Monsters Dwell, issue 25. Nice condition. This one's airing a little bit on the... Some of these are a little nicer. This one's about a 7. Still, that's very respectable. $5. And so just as an example, I pop it up on C. Once someone claims C, it goes to your pile, and that's about that. So let me get my pen ready. I've got my post-it note ready for the claims. Just make sure it also hits the board. Also, international sales. I do ship internationally, but you just have to send me the invoice. Make 2, grabbed up C. Next up is Crypt of Shadows, another Bronze Age. Just an awesome Pharaoh cover right here. Maybe a little bit nicer. It's still about that same 7. But again, 7 is good. Speaking of 7, I have issue number 7. Weird horror basement cover right there. Got some zombies, some ghosts. Absolutely gorgeous. We're going to put that on G. By the way, you guys are going to be happy you tuned in for a very specific reason. Spoiler alert, I'm selling the entire Man-Thing collection. So, you'll be happy you tuned in. Tomb of Darkness. This one's a lot nicer. You're in the 8s. You're probably about an 8.5 on this one right here. This stuff is one of a kind, these beautiful covers, man. 1976, 1974, 73. I think this one's 1976. Back to $5 on this one. Just an awesome. On the higher grade Batman that you're sending to CGC, you'd think you'd sell a few before they're sent off. You bought my high grade Batman 251 in today's video. I actually didn't. And the New Mutants 98 and that Batman 251 from today's video, and one other book I actually sold yesterday. Really nice one here. Now we're talking, once again, like an 8.5, just a particularly awesome cover. Tomb of Darkness. This one's issue number 21. Okay. Dan's ready for more. Okay. Let me grab some more for you guys. Tomb of Darkness. This one's issue 20 right there. Awesome cover right there. And 90% of what's on today's sale is going to be like 5, 6, 7, and $8. I kept things pretty light for you guys, and we're just going to have a little fun here on a random night. Let's keep things going. I've got Tomb of Darkness 16, awesome cover right there on I. How much did the New Mutants? I think I sold it for $4.20. I was going to do it for $4.50, but hashtag blaze it. Particularly awesome cover. Check this one out, guys. Look at that. Awesome witch cover. These something really special about this stuff. Really nice. Make Two is going to grab I. Let's claim Make Two. By the way, in case I didn't mention it, or some of you just coming in, I will let you know that since we are only doing one short box of comics, we're doing the full 33% off full works. And actually, that includes, there is a $100 book and a $200 book. Those are fair game. So if you get 33% off, you're going to get a $100 book for like $65. That's right. I'm in the mood to get things going. All right, here we go. Now, the Chamber of Chills, I thought were slightly even nicer. Like, we're talking into the 9s right here. So, particularly nice Bronze Age horror. Little bit of a boost in extra quality there. I'm going to put that one on I. I also have number 22, a close shave cover. Gorgeous. Dude, these covers, man. This is the type of stuff I kind of hate selling because it's just so neat and so cool, but it's got to go. Got a big thing coming up tomorrow that I'm gonna need the funds to do. Okay. And I know it's not a Sunday, but my God, we are going a little bit slow. Do you happen to have giant size chillers? One. I don't think so. Chamber of Chills, number 23. Really high grade stuff right here. Now, guys, we got a full wall. Help me out here. I got to get this stuff going. And again, I've got high grade 8s and 9s Bronze Age stuff here for under $10. We need to get this going. Otherwise, maybe this claim sale will be a little bit long. Let me check something out real quick here. Make Two, you've just claimed 2 copies so far. So $10. You're at 2% off though. How much for the wall? Let me get you a price. I will, if we ever get a full wall and get stuck, will do a price. So let's see, 7 plus 5 plus 7 plus 5 plus 6 plus 6 plus 7 plus 6 plus 5 plus 7. We got 61. I will do the entire wall for actually Dan Carter and Make Two's going to claim B, so I'll add that to the fire. No, I don't know if I can quite do 5. Why don't we do? I'll give you the entire wall, especially now that I just put up a $7 book. 52. Actually, whatever. Dan, I'll give it to you for 5. I'll just make a note of that. Full wall for 5, and I've got a bunch of $7 ones in here. I think that's a really good deal. Now, I will tell you, Dan, because that's like a $15 off. That is a bundle. That is going to count as one claim. Okay. Bundles, slabs, things like that. That is going to be one claim. I can't do 15% off and then give you 10% off just because you claimed all that. But I think $5 a book is a fantastic deal, and I'm glad you got it. I did ship yours out today, Dan, so this is a whole new pile here for you. Don Johnson said, I'm not missing this one. All right. Now, this is a really short pile, like I said, so I'll get to everything I can. Chamber of Chills. The Chamber of Chills, like I said, they had a little extra niceness about them. I thought they were particularly nice right there. This one's issue number 20. Put on C. I really like this one. Weird four-armed devil cover right there. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, Don Johnson, you definitely missed some good stuff yesterday, but fret not. We're doing a short sale today where we've already been bundling. You can get up to the entire 33% off, which is good because I do have a couple slippery bigger keys. Not very many today, but I'm gonna sprinkle them in. Chamber of Chills number 18 right here. Bronze Age Horror on D. Number 17, which is a Werewolf by Night cover. That should go pretty quick. Then we have a Black Death cover. A lot of these people like for the stories, but a lot of these people like for the art. Don Johnson's going to take E. I really like this floating eye cover. Really cool. Don Johnson's going to start us off with E. Just Don Johnson. For those of you just entering, spoiler alert, you are glad you came because I'm selling my entire Man Thing collection. Don Johnson's going to get G. Let's see. Next up, we've got 13, which this cover, I've seen it before. I've sold it on this channel. That always reminds me of MJ. Doesn't that give you guys like some Mary Jane Watson vibes right there? Chamber Chills number 13. Just going to do $7 on that. Put that on J. Here we go. Getting into the slightly bigger books. The budget-free way, dude. Now we're into the 15 center. This is Chamber of Darkness, number 5. And this looks like the Pharaoh coming alive right there. Pretty awesome stuff. 15 cents, so you know, is still technically the Bronze Age. That's the start of the Bronze Age. There were some Silver Age books that started the 15% off. We have the first key of the night, Chamber of Darkness, issue number 4. I'll show you the full cover right there. And what it is actually a prototype of Conan. Yes. First appearance of Star Slayer, which is a Conan the Barbarian prototype that was used to test the market with the first introduction of sword and sorcery. It's also the first ever collaboration of Marie Severin and Bill Everett, who signed their art as 7E Ev, which is a combination of their last names. And let me tell you something. Talk about getting your toes wet. I could have easily put about $75 on this. We're doing it instead for 30. Don Johnson's going to go ahead and get E also. Okay. By the way, guys, this is just a tiny speck. Don't worry. Sunday is in full swing. We're definitely going to do a Sunday sale. I just wanted to get this stuff gone because I am picking up a collection that if I'm able to pick up this collection tomorrow, the amount of stuff that I'm going to have for you guys in my future claim sales is going to be nuts. All right. We're going to end the night with Man Thing. So I'm going to take out some more Chamber of Chills. Looks like Dawn is going to get B. Going for the key. And Don, I think you've got 4 or 5 books already, which means you're at 4 to 5% off. Chamber of Chills, issue number 12. Why is there music playing in my pocket? Okay. Chamber of Chills, number 12 right there. Same deal. That's on E. Looks like the Easter Island heads coming alive right here on issue 11. Put that on G. Let me take a drink of water. Not a very key heavy night, I will tell you right now. I think there's honestly like maybe 10. We're actually already like a third through the box. So this is going to be a super quick night. Chamber of Chills. Always loved this cover. I've seen this one before too. Let me get those. Look at that. Man, they don't make stuff like this anymore. Beautiful. $7. Put that on F, even though F always gets really bad glare. I'm sorry. And then we're going with Weird Wonder Tales right here. Shark cover, particularly nice. This one's in the nines. Talking like maybe a 9.2, 9.4 of Weird Wonder Tales. We're going to put that up on B. And Make 2 is going to grab that copy of B. Whew. Oh, God, it's hot up here. Okay. Next up is another Weird Wonder Tales. This one's a space horror story. Being Eaten Alive in Space, 1975 book. Here, let me put that $5 sticker right there. That's on B. And Dan Carter actually claimed the entire wall before at $5 a book. Granted, there were a bunch of $5 and $6 books. This time, oh wow, I had shaving cream on my neck. Sorry, guys. The condition is a little bit of a mixed bag. For the most part, they're rocking like a 7.5 to about a 9.4. The Chamber of Chills, I felt were particularly like in the eights. There with a couple of them in the nines, and the Weird Wonder Tales were all right around that same thing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make you another wall offer to Dan and to who was the original gentleman who asked every day a story. Um, since every book right here is a $7 book, this one's going to be a little different. You can claim the entire wall for, let's see, it's $70 up there. I'll give you the entire wall for $55. Can't quite do 50 this time, but I'll do it for 55. Show B one more time. Entire wall for $55. That's basically $5 a book. I think it's like $5.50 a book. Super random, but I think that's a particularly good deal. Claimed wall. Okay. What I'm going to do, I'm actually just going to keep a running tab for you, Mr. Carter. So you're at $105. Pretty easy to remember. I'll just put one $10 sticker on one of these books, just so I know one of them is going to be $10 instead of 5. Let me just slap a 10 on that one. Okay. All right, guys. Next up, we are almost halfway through the bin. It's a short night for sure. Mr. Carter. Give me 1 second. Where did I put your pile, Dan? Let me see here. All right, next up is Weird Wonder Tales. We're going to be doing UPS went with the strike. Oh, I didn't know UPS was doing a strike. We got Weird Wonder Tales 14. 9, and then now we're getting into Tomb of Dracula. Now this one is pretty rough, but it's honestly like probably a 4. But it is a Silver Surfer versus Dracula cover, and it actually still has some value despite its grade. So we're doing $4 on that. And then we got another key, second key of the night, and this one's quite a jump in quality right here. We've got Tomb of Dracula 44. First meeting of Doctor Strange and Dracula. Now, this is cool. First meeting of Blade and Hannibal King. Wow. I didn't know that. That's a cool issue right there. Once again, I probably could have slid like a $50 price on that. I'm doing it for 32, and that's a bit of a random price there. Kristen Shipani is going to get that one. That is actually a new name. Kristen Shipani. Nice claim, Kristen. Let's see. Okay. And Kristen, so you know, basically how it works is you just fill out that link. I will invoice you after the show. Just make sure you put your name, your username, everything in there. Also, try to pay tonight. Don Johnson's going for a key. Okay. All right, next up, we've got another Tomb of Dracula. Much nicer condition on this one. Much nicer. Here we've got a high-grade Tomb of Dracula. It's issue 41 right there. It actually is a Spider-Man cover, too, that you can see. That's a kid dressing up as Spider-Man knocking on his door. Clever cover. We're going to put that on D. And then we have a rough, I'm talking like now like a 3.5 Tomb of Dracula. Whatever, we'll just do $3 on it. And that actually is the rest of the Tomb of Dracula. I'm wiped out. Let me just double check this box just to see if I don't have any more hiding. Probably actually had a couple pieces. Oh, actually, I did find a couple. I'll put these up. We've got the Dead of Night up there, roller coaster cover on E. Let's see. Kristen is going to get D. Who got C? Looks like Mill Skills is going to get C. Nice, Mill Skills. I also hadn't shipped your pile yet, so that works perfectly. Let me pop that on the top there for you. Mill Skills. Cool. Next, we have, I only have 2 from this run. We have a Morbius Vampire Frankenstein cover with ARG number 4, Bronze Age. And then I do have an ARG number 1. Number 1 on H. I also have Son of Satan issue number 7. It's actually a pretty nice copy right there. I don't have a sticker. I'm just going to do $5 on that. Nice and easy. Make 2 is going to get H. I would get G with that make 2. Those kind of go together nicely. And we are halfway done our pile. Look at this. All right, next up, this is not bronze, but it kind of works. This is the Parliament of Decay. We're going to put that on C. Don Johnson got D. That's the first appearance of the Parliament Decay, Swamp Thing number 17. Next up, we have Uncanny Tales from the Grave. Damsel in Distress cover right there, dragging her to hell. $6 on I. And then I have Uncanny Tales from the Grave right there. Near mint means about a 9.4. You got that exactly right. And then I'll put a nice, easy $3 one for you up there. It's got some spine issues and some stress. Make 2 is going to get I. Okay. Oh, we got a key. And it's another one that I do believe that I underpriced on. This is the second appearance of Fing Fang Foom. It's also going to be coming to you in Mylar. Actually, this one already got graded. It's about an 8.5. Astonishing Tales, 23 on I. Kristen is going to get G. Halfway through the night already. Next up, we have Beware. Really love this cover right there. Number 6, 20 center. That's on H. Don Johnson is first to I. Those of you that are interested in some keys, I have just a few big ticket books that are coming up very soon. Very soon. Creatures on the Loose. Now, this is an awesome Jim Steranko cover. You guys have heard me talk about Jim Steranko. That is a New 52 Swamp Things, and that actually makes the only book that will not be from the Bronze Age, I think, tonight. Also, someone was asking last night for Frankenstein. I said that I had it. If you've tuned in tonight, now we've got it. Number 14 right there, high grade on G. Next up, we have number 13, high grade on F. Don Johnson's going to take the Frankenstein book on G. Bear with me a second. Awesome. And Every Day a Story is going to swoop in and get F. Every Day a Story. This is a warning. We're about halfway through the night. If you want to start getting books in your pile, you gotta be quicker. Son of Satan, actually Marvel Spotlight 21, Son of Satan. Marvel Spotlight 19, Son of Satan. Mine showed the same. Every Day had it. Guys, just a quick reminder, what you see might be deceiving. Make sure you're in the live chat, but even sometimes that still makes it look like you got it. I can see everything from my end, and Every Day a Story is first to F. I was first on both of the Frankensteins. Oh my gosh, that's actually true. That's actually true. Nice catch. Sorry, Don Johnson, I do have to give that one over to Every Day a Story. Got both of the Frankensteins. Okay, we've got a full wall, so what we're going to do, folks, is same thing. We've got a $6, we've got a $9. Dan Carter, if you want to go for it again, we'll do $50. You can take the whole wall. Let me just make sure that that's a decent discount there. 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 3 plus 7 plus 6 plus 5 plus 5 plus 9 plus 6. $57. That is basically you're getting E for free. You can take the whole wall for $50. Oh, we have one more Frankenstein book, by the way. I'll put that up next. Be ready. And then we're pretty much moving on to the Man Thing after that. Take the whole wall for $50. What are the graded books? We're not doing any graded books tonight. We are only doing Bronze Age Marvel. I have to get through this short box. And look at this. We've already done the majority of the night. Don Johnson, can you sing Heartbreak? Oh, that's mean. That's mean. Listen, I've been on the other end of these claim sales. I know what it's like to look like you got it, and truth be told, someone else got it. I'll do 39, except for the Son of Satan. Okay. Let me think about that. I'm gonna have to make a custom sticker. 39. All right, I'll do it, and we'll leave up F and G. Okay. All right. So F and G are still there. And you take that for 39. Who's the winner right now? Looks like Don Johnson and Dan Carter are doing the best. We got a couple other people coming up, though. Frankenstein Monster. This one's 11. Last one I've got. Wait till it hits the wall. Next up, we're going to fill in some spotlights. This is Marvel Spotlight 18. First appearance of Alatu, which is a notable demon right there on H. I've also got the first appearance of Catherine Reynolds. That's number 14 on I. And I think the last one is number 13. This is actually a pretty big one. Origin of the Son of Satan. Second appearance of Satana Hellstrom. First appearance of Marduk, a.k.a. Satan in human form. And first appearance of Victoria Hellstrom. We got an entire Son of Satan set on the bottom. Who got D first? I'm seeing Don Johnson. There you go. It comes around. Look at that. By the way, I'm going to cut a deal on the Son of Satan's 6 plus 5 plus 6 plus 8 plus 15. That is $40 on the bottom row. If anyone wants to claim all of the Son of Satan's, which are all actually technically Marvel Spotlights, by the way, I will do $35. Basically, you're getting G for free. It should be noted that H, I, and J are all keys, by the way. Must be missing the top of the chat. No, buddy, it was not you this time, I promise. It was not you. It was you last time, not you this time. All right, $35. You can take the bottom row. Do you ship to UK? I do. Here's the thing. For internationals, you have to send me the shipping label and the customs. I will print them out. Hell, I'll ship anywhere. Personally, I think shipping international is a little tricky. So that is how I do it. Mike McCulley, nice claim, buddy. By the way, just because I don't recognize your name immediately, if it is your first time here, how payment works is fill out that link. You put your name, your everything there. I'm just going to mark this as 10. That way I know it's sold for 35. Put your name, your address, your username. I am sending you an invoice right after the show. Make sure you pay tonight. I'm going to ship this stuff tomorrow morning, okay? Mike McCulley. We've got about 4 books left before we move on to Man-Thing, and then that's the night. We're looking pretty good here. All right, if anyone came to play, I got a big key. I've got a screenshot of it. Again, that doesn't mean anything. I could show you my screenshot, which is what matters. I'm in the live chat and I'm showing you that it is Don Johnson. Again, I'm not questioning that it looks that way on your end. I'm saying sometimes it looks that way on your end. I'm seeing it in the real time because I'm in the actual app. You're in YouTube. First appearance of the Darkhold. It's also the third appearance of Werewolf by Night. This you were after. Yes, we're going to move on now. We got first appearance of the Darkhold. This copy is about a 6.0. It's possible that you can get higher with a clean and a press. After all, it never has been. I like playing things a little safe. That is the first appearance of the Darkhold. It's going to come to you in Mylar. It's the introduction of the Darkhold and the third appearance of Werewolf by Night. If anyone came to play, there's that on D. And I priced that proportionately. I think that's about $50 under the fair market value for that grade. You're welcome. All right. Next up, I do have some Werewolf by Nights. This is the very scarce final issue. And honestly, not bad condition, too. It's probably like a 7.5 to an 8. $12 for the final Werewolf by Night issue from 1977. Werewolf by Night 29. We got a damsel in distress cover right there. Mr. Ed is going to swoop in and get D. We're going to put that werewolf on H. Nice claim, Ed. Ed Cray. Right there. There are a few more, just a few, bigger books. All right, let's see who got B. I'm seeing Don Johnson and Don also on H. So Don got both the werewolves. Yeah, guys, just to quickly do one last final address. I know what it's like to be on a claim sale and have it look like you won something. I wish I could show you my screen that I'm seeing here. It shows the real full time. Sometimes it actually makes it look like you got it. And it's mean, it's cruel. But unfortunately, that's not always the case. Werewolf by Night 15. Nice grade here. This is the first battle of Dracula and Werewolf by Night and the origin of Werewolf by Night. It's about a $100 book. This one actually, it's sharp, but it's actually a little discolored, which is a very unique claim. Because of that, I recommend getting this one whitened. You can actually do that yourself with a magic eraser, or you can pay to get it done professionally. This one should be pretty easy. Werewolf by Night, 15. That's a good price at 40 bucks. And I think the last Werewolf by Night is number 10. Getting pretty early there. And with that, we are on to Man-Thing. Oh, wait. The incredibly rare, no one collected this, Volume 2 right here, Werewolf by Night number 1 from the late 90s. All right, let's see who got it. Phil got D. Welcome back, Phil. All right, folks, we are now on to the Man-Thing. And that is the end. That is the last of what we're doing here tonight. So the first thing I'm going to put up for Man-Thing is Infernal Man-Thing. This is not a Bronze Age. This is the limited series 1 through 3. Book number 3, or excuse me, book number 1 is actually a key. It's about a $15 key, and you're getting 2 and 3 with it. So right there you go. You're getting the full mini series on D for 10 bucks. Let's see. Phil on E. Nice claim, Phil. And then the only other, I think, non-Bronze Age, just because it's Man-Thing related, by R.L. Stein. Issue number 1 is the key. That's the full run right there. Make 2's going to take D. Good claim, make 2. Don't skimp on C there. That's a cool one. Not heavily picked up. Next up, nice key here. This is Astonishing Tales number 13. This is the third appearance of Man-Thing, but most importantly, this is the first cover appearance of Man-Thing. Now, this book, and it's even going to come in a top loader, is so sharp that I'm putting it at like a 9.2 to a 9.4 as is. This is extreme. Big leagues. Big league high grade right there on B. Let's see. Kristen is on E for number 1. Good claim, Kristen. Just a reminder for those of you. Bam. Every Day a Story appears to be the first on B. Wow. Maybe I should have raised the price. We had like 10 people jump on that. Every Day a Story, solid claim, dude. I actually recommend getting that one graded, to be honest with you. Okay. Next up is Giant Size Man-Thing number 1. Absolutely gorgeous copy. Origin of Man-Thing. And that is just, that's beautiful. That one's about a 7, I'd say maybe a 6.5. Next up, we've got Giant Size Man-Thing number 2. Of all the giant-sized man-things, of which there are 5, number 2 is the only one that's not a key. But hey, it's a gorgeous cover. We'll put that on Jay, just $6. And I think the only other one I have is number 5, which is the first appearance of Hell Cow, which is a vampire cow bitten by Dracula 300 years ago. What were they smoking, man? Hey, it was the 70s, whatever. On H, Everyday a Story got I and J. All right. Okay. All right, we've got some man thing here. Wait, let's see. John Cribbs on H. I think that's your first claim of the night, I think. Cribbs. John Cribbs, do you already have a pile with me? Yes, you do. Okay. All right, next up. Man Thing 22. $3. 17 on D. 16 on B. I'm going to pick up the speed right here. 11, and I have 2 copies of 11 on A. 10, 9, and I'm just going to go down. 7, actually I have 2 copies of 7. 4, 3, and let me rewind a bit here. All right. Claim C, going to Dawn. Kristen's going to get E. Make 2. Going to get H. I have 2 of H. Don Johnson's going to get H. Don Johnson got F. And Don, your pile grew so big, I'm going to move you over here. Believe it or not, folks, we are 2/3 through the night. Maybe actually, honestly, more. We might be 75% through. All right, we are caught up. I will end it with 2 and then 1. That's the first issue of the second volume right there. I'm seeing Don Johnson. People going to be finishing up their Man Thing runs tonight. Yes, sir. I'm going to make a deal for you. So hold your claims. Hold your claims. 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 4 plus 6 plus 15 plus 4 plus 8. This is the rest of Man Thing Volume 2. There's $52 up on the wall. Hold that thought, make 2. $52 up on the wall. It's not the biggest discount, but I'll give you the wall for 45. 45 bucks, you'll get the wall. Also, keep in mind there are 2 copies on A. $45, you'll take the wall. And that's a nice little key up there on E. So I think that's a particularly good deal. I'm going to give that to Make 2. Let me just write 45 for you, bud. Hey, let's play a game of Where's James's Pen? $45. Nice claim. Now I think next up is we're moving on to volume 1, and then there's not much more. Make 2. Solid claim, broski. All right. Books get a little bit better. Here we go. We've got about a 4-0. First ever Marvel 2-in-1, which features the Thing versus Man-Thing. Then we've got like an 8-0 right here. So we've got a $60 and a $20. Affordable and investment quality. And the only other non-Man-Thing title I've got is Marvel Team Up, which is a newsy high grade of Spider-Man teaming up with Man-Thing. Phil's going to take the investment grade one on B. And all that's left is D. Crib's got I. Last 15 books, warning. We are getting down to the end, folks. Man-Thing, Volume 1. A very sharp copy of 22. A very sharp copy of 21. Thanks, Lamb. Appreciate it. Very sharp copy of 25. Same thing on 12 and 11. And now I do believe there's about 15 books left. I'll fill the rest of the wall with Man-Thing Volume 1. Issue 10. Issue 9. Issue 7. Issue 5. Ed is going to get F for J. Going to Ed. Mr. Ed, Mr. Ed. There you are. Oh, goodness. Don Johnson on B. Make 2 on A. So we've got C, D, and E left. Oops. Nice pickup. And I'll put this one up there. Number 4. Craze is going to get C, D, E. You're amassing a nice little percentage off for yourself, Ed. A lot of you are. And all that's left is I. We are in the final. This is it for the night. This might actually fill the wall. I am not taking any percentage off. Excuse me, I'm taking percentage off. Don't worry that. I'm not lowering the price of any of these books. Okay, Don Johnson's going to take I. This is the final 10. There is some meat and potatoes here, so we're going to end the night with a bang. Number 3. A particularly nice copy, Torpedo, which errs on the side of caution, which I like. Give it a very fine 8-0. Personally, I thought it was a little higher, but again, they do that. That is the first appearance of Fool Killer, serial killer that destroys people, thinking that everyone's a dunce. We're popping that on A. Man-Thing number 2, right here. Awesome. Gorgeous cover. Second Man-Thing solo run cover on B. Okay. I told you there's big books here. This is Man-Thing number 1 in honestly a pretty nice freaking grade. There is a reason I'm not lowering this price. I think it's about a $250 book. I'm doing it though for $180. Ed Craze on A, make 2 on B. Make 2 and Ed. Make 2 and Ed. That's, I think, the biggest key of the night on C. There might be one, there's one other big one. Make 2 is going to get C. And you are actually going to get a discount with that too. Adventure into Fear. Now we're into the first Man Thing volume, where before it was his solo Man Thing. Man Thing. This is Adventure into Fear 18 on D. Actually, we got a funny everyday story says no Savage Tales. It's the only book I'm keeping, dude. I'm sending it in for the Roy Thomas signing, which reminds me, I need to get this out tomorrow. That is the first appearance of Man Thing. It's a magazine. Venture into Fear 17. This is the first appearance of Aquarian, which has literally the same exact origin story as Superman. What a rip. Venture into Fear 16. Gorgeous stuff right here, man. Adventure into Fear 15. Look at this cover. Woo! Woo! Love it, man. Listen, man, I still think Swamp Thing's better. I do. I think he's a little bit more fleshed out, but I love it, man. Number 12. This is the first appearance of Danique the Enchanter. Hold on one second. We're babysitting a dog. I just have to make sure they haven't killed each other. Guys, what are you doing? Come on. Okay. Let's see. Don Johnson getting B. That is a beautiful cover. I think I just saw Ed got B through E, so that means you get C, D, and E. Going to Ed. Ed, you got a sexy pile here, man. Or should I say, you got a sexy pile here, Man Thing. Oh! All right. Who got A? There are 2 books left, guys. There are 3 books left, excuse me. Number 13. Ed also is going to grab up A. I'll get that for you. Number 13 of Adventure into Fear. That's on C. Number 12. And I can't tell, but that might be Brother Voodoo. I don't know. Might just be some dude in purple pants. But kind of looks like Brother Voodoo. $12. So A going to Ed. Make 2. Getting C. All right. Last book of the night. Who got E? Make 2 got E. This one's a little pricey, guys. This one's a little pricey. So just beware. Last book of the night, and then we're going to call it Adventure into Fear number 10. This is the first headlining Man Thing feature ever. Technically, I think it also means it's the 4th appearance of Man Thing, but this is his first Man Thing appearing on the title there. This is signed by Jerry Conway, as if it wasn't awesome enough. $250. This copy sits at somewhere around, I would say, about a 7, but there's a pinch of staple rust up on the top right. I think it's probably more like a 6.5. You can get this cleaned and pressed. You can do something about that. No certificate of authenticity. Nope. I know the people who got this signed, but there is no COA. You would have to send this to CBCS or some sort of signature verifier. That is the final book of the night and is going on H. And that'll do it. Actually, I'm going to put it, first claim on H is going to get it, but C, I think, has a little better lighting. CBCS does verify, yes. I think that is particularly awesome. And that is the final book. And Ed got it. Thank you guys so much for a short but super fun claim sale. There were a couple new names. Kristen, a couple of you. So what we're going to do here again is the link. I'm also going to pop it right there. Make sure you fill that out right there. You put your full name, your username, your address, your email address, make sure it is perfect. I will be sending you the invoice tonight. I love you all. Thanks for making sure that every book went. I will be shipping this out immediately. And thank you all. Uh, I might do more of these flash sales in. For example, I have an entire box of DC Silver Age, all Superman. I might do another half hour show just like that, maybe in a couple days or something. Or maybe I'll just throw them in on Sunday's main claim sale. Love you all. Don't forget to please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will talk to you. No video tomorrow, unfortunately. But I will see you tomorrow. Thanks so much. Good night.